I never been in a lowrider until I built my own. I sold my 81 Corolla, a bunch of wheels, some sneakers, and that's how I was able to afford to be able to get in the game. I got into cars at a very, very, very young age. My pops, when I was born, he had like 4 Corvettes, and I always was into playing with Hot Wheels. That led into building model cars. And then when we got lowrider bike magazines, in the back they had models and how-tos and stuff. We found this hobby shop and they sold Daytons, they sold Flock. That's where I fell in love with that type of car culture. The car stuff was at my dad's house, but at my mom's house was a lot of art. I was skateboarding a lot, painting, and that led into graffiti. It was really kind of like almost living 2 separate lives. This guy around the corner, he had a Prelude with Avans on it, and it was nothing like you saw in Fast and Furious, and he had stacks of option VHS tapes, all the initial Ds. Watching those VHSs, they're free, like they're having so much fun. Got an EG6, and then I got into RX-7s heavily. A Cutlass was like 8 grand, you know, Civic's $1,500. So lowriding wasn't fathomable until 3 years ago when I was like, I'm just gonna do it, I don't care. When I was very young and got into skating, to be me was always hard in a weird way. I went to public schools. They didn't understand me at all, especially at that era. Skating, they're like, boy, you what? Like, skateboard? Shoes were always very important to me. You only usually get 1 a year that you can splurge on, right? And I remember like I would just hold them for so long, just looking at stitching and like dissecting it. I don't know where that attention to detail came, but when it comes to like the cars or certain niche things, for me, it's like, nah, it's gotta be this way. And most people have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, oh, you spent 3 grand on used Japanese wheels? I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand. You can't do this any other way. On the lowrider, I want to bring that Japanese culture and touches to this. There's something about building something or seeing certain styles that you get to make happen that just makes me happy. I love this car. Who cares what anybody thinks? This is my car, and how can I make this stand out from the rest? This might be where the worlds collided. There's a dude in Japan that has like a 78 C10. It's baby blue, 15 by 10s on stretch tires, and it's slammed static. And I was like, damn, C10? JDM style? So I bought a C10. Started putting all the Japanese touches to it. I had the C10, and one night I saw a Monte Carlo for sale in Texas. It wasn't cut, but it was a good start, and that's how I ended up getting into lowriding. I've been knowing Spitta for a long time. He has a car club. I hit him up and I was like, say, bro, can you point me in the right direction on who can cut my car? He put me in touch and introduced me to this dude, Cody. I showed up to his house, never met him. He's in a handful of cash and trunk full of the parts he told me to get. And I was like, here. He cut my first car and he taught me how to hit the switch. And that moment on, I was like, oh, this is it. And I've never looked back. The Monte was dope, but I wanted to build something more extreme. I was on Facebook Marketplace and saw this wagon, and I was like, I gotta get this. I hit the lady up. She's 9 hours away. I'm like, look, I'll send you the money now. I'll come get it tomorrow. She's like, you don't wanna see it? I was like, I don't care. I called Cody, and we got in a van with a trailer and drove 9 hours, gas in Alabama, put on a trailer, turned around, drove straight back home, parked it at his house. And I never drove it. I drove it from his house to the garage. We pulled the motor, reinforced the belly, cut the holes for the hydraulics, wrapped the back. I started putting the chrome rear end on, lowers, everything, took the car apart. And now we're here. It's all stock under the hood. The front, I think, is 12-inch cylinders, chrome reinforced upper and lower control arms, chrome reinforced rear end, pink powder coated spindles. You got 9 batteries, 3 pumps, 1 to the nose and 1 for each corner of the back. And that's really it. I rode around almost like a year with the stock paint. My club brother Kendrick, who painted my car, we talked about a couple colors and I was like, I really like pinks. And we did a pink pearl and it's so insane what he did. Interior wise, everything is so beautiful. I kept it stock. It had no headliner, so I had my homie do like Burberry headliner and put the CD player in the glove box because I didn't want to cut the dash because it's so nice. I have a Japanese M Sport steering wheel instead of doing your typical Grant or whatever. I like Shogotan cars and some Boso stuff. Some of the stuff that they do, I want to bring a little bit of that aspect. So my horn button is just like this little devil. Little things like that I really like. There's this Japanese dude that on Instagram my girl found and she got him to make a shifter so it looks like the Boso shifter. And then there's this artist, he does all the wire bending. So I had him make me a Playboy bunny antenna and had it chrome. I got my homie to airbrush, he airbrushed the under visor. It's very much start of a project. I try to get all the hard things done first, and now we get to have fun with the little touches. And then we're just gonna try and keep going and going.
Ain't no way out. Like a way out.
My skate family has always been first and comes first. It's just that growing up and being 39 and still skating, a lot of people my age aren't doing what I'm doing or living that life of being a skateboarder and putting that first. I love it so much that I made my life work in it. Lowriding, I can go out on a Sunday and their whole family's with them and we're all hanging out, where in skating, family can't be at the skate spot. So it is cool to have another family outside of skating that is calling up and checking on you and stuff like that. But the overall camaraderie and brotherhood of lowriding is another thing that I think was missing in my life, moving around, having split up parents, having two separate communities all the time. With lowriding, man, like the whole family's out there. That to me is something that you don't see much in a lot of things. I want everyone to, when they meet me, be like, oh nah, like this dude put in work to get where he's at. I really respect the game and I want to earn everybody's respect. When I started like showing up, I threw a barbecue for everyone before I even had a car cut. It's definitely intimidating, but once you're in, that whole camaraderie is something I haven't experienced in life, as far as more than just the act of doing one thing. I feel like I found my home, like it just in general, as far as like something that was like missing in my life. And I've met literally some of the nicest people on the planet through this. With lowriding, you kind of just be whoever you want to be.